So, John, we were having so much fun, we decided to record an after show.
Record the after show because we had all these bottles of beer that we
They were crazy.
half finished. We needed to finish them off, and this is the after show.
It's the beer and business after show. It's the first time.
Where
Why the heck not?
where we don't care what we say. Right.
So you wanted to tell me this story about, like, what was it? You were in the airport?
No, you're talking about Guinness, and you're talking about, we're still comparing. We're going back and forth about the Guinness,
like extra stout
versus Guinness Draft versus Guinness Stout, and the extra stout really took us by surprise.
It was crazy in the recording on the podcast. I didn't even know what to say.
Right.
It was nuts. It was so good.
I'll tell you to get closer to the microphone. How's that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good.
Sorry.
So.
Earlier you told me to get further away.
Yeah.
This new studio is all complicated.
This is actually every week we get
knobs and stuff everywhere.
We have knobs this week. Every month or so there's a quantum leap in studio technology here at the Beer.
Well, we even moved into a new studio.
Yeah.
And it is state of the art.
It's the most fantastic closet I've ever been in my life.
Shut your face, dude. I worked my ass off on this while you were
good.
On vacation with your family.
Right, yeah. No. Doing research for the show on Guinness in Ireland.
I didn't realize.
Do research on location? That stuff, you can't put a price on that stuff.
Well, thanks for not sending us an invoice.
Good.
So, okay, tell your story.
I lost the whole train of
You were in the airport.
Yeah, because we're leaving. Been in Ireland for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting at the gate. I look over to my left. There's a dang... Can I cuss on the after show?
You can cuss on the after show.
There's a freaking Guinness draft stand at the gate. Okay? I'm like, OMG. I'm about to get on a flight. My first trip to Ireland. I need a...
Can I ask you a question? Why the hell doesn't Delta do that in the U.S.? Because I like this already.
What,
I don't know where this...
Install a Guinness...
Yes, at the freaking gate.
In Ireland, there is a tap at the gate.
Well, I want that here.
Yeah, no, I don't think Delta's it's not really I don't think they have a partnership with... but it was fantastic, nonetheless.
Yes.
I mean, 550 euro.
You okay?
I didn't want to burp in the microphone. 550 euro. I get my Guinness draft. It's like 9:30 in the morning.
Well, Jesus Christ.
And he's sitting there. I'm like,
I could have eggs and coffee, or I could have beer.
I already had coffee at that point. And I'm like, okay, it's either water or... Wait a second.
Well, Guinness has water in it.
Yeah. And another American, going back. So I saw him sit down with a Guinness, and I was like, that's all me right there. So I went.
He was like your hero.
Yeah. And the great thing about Ireland is you don't shortcut the pour on Guinness.
No,
okay?
No.
Yeah.
It's like art.
I know. And, I was in northwestern Ireland, up in Donegal County, a town called Clonmany. And
that sounds so Irish.
It is,
everything about it.
It's Irish. It's weird. I have cousins up there. It was an amazing trip. So we're at this bar around this, fireplace.
Bunch of pale Irish guys hanging out at a bar.
A bunch of pasties sitting around. And I asked the bartender for, I'll have a pint of Guinness. That's, And so she pours it, about 3/4 of the way, and then it just walks away. And just leaves me hanging.
Oh, you were sitting there looking at it like,
yeah, and
wait, my beer.
I'm used to they pour a pint of Guinness in the U.S. and it's like
it's immediate.
Yeah, they pour it. Okay, they wait about 15, 20 seconds, and then they top it off and they give it to you. In Ireland, the girl pours it about 3/4 of the way, walks away.
That's not cool.
No, what's not cool is like 3 to 4 minutes. I didn't pull out my watch, but it was an eternity. And I'm thinking, where'd she go? My beer is just sitting there.
And you're sitting there staring at it.
Yeah, the foam. You see the Guinness. The foam is running down the inside of the glass, and it's just sitting there, and it's just
calling out to you.
Yeah. So it's a legit
I've seen you look at beers like that. I can just imagine it for like 3 to 4 minutes.
It was legit time. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh, where'd she go? She totally forgot. But no, she was on it. She
came back.
Yeah, she came back, topped it off, handed it to me. Oh,
And they probably have like this like it needs to be 3/4 inch head. Like there's probably this like really
there's
precise
a protocol in Ireland when you pour a Guinness, and I did not see. I sampled a few.
I'm sure, like 2 or 3.
And I did not see one bartender vary from this protocol, and it was fantastic because every Guinness over there I had it was great, and
Guinness
but
is
the
beautiful.
stout, I mean, the extra stout we had was.
We were not prepared for any of these beers today.
No.
That's the crazy thing. We knew they were all good.
Yeah.
We both had tried Guinness before, but neither one of us had tried the extra stout.
True.
Which I feel stupid, like not having tried extra stout.
Yeah.
I feel
Me too.
dumb.
Me too.
It's so good. And then the Weihenstephaner, I had, you hadn't had, oldest brewery in the world.
Right.
Holy crap! We're still after the show. We're still arguing about the fact that I smell and taste banana, and Mr. Winnie thinks I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Whatever.
Dude,
but no, there's not
have you ever eaten a banana?
there's not.
Have you ever had a Chiquita, Mr. Winnie?
Not one iota of banana did I smell in that.
You're a jackass.
Whatever.
It tastes like banana. I want to hear our people email in and say, I tried it. I tasted banana. Then I will be justified.
Yeah. Whatever. Get on it.
Mr. Winnie's messing with my microphone.
Get on the microphone. I'm hearing an echo.
Yes, sir.
We're having teething problems. I guess you could call it teething.
Because we don't know what the hell we're doing.
Our studio is growing so fast.
It is.
We're learning as we go.
We've got worldwide listeners.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
57 states. Or what was it? Countries?
57 states. What are you, Obama?
My bad.
We've business.
How many countries? I don't know.
More. Oh, goodness gracious.
We're not getting political.
No, we're not. But remember when Obama said that he had been to 57 states?
I know.
It's not political. It's a joke.
Just a joke, people.
People? Yeah, this is clearly after the show. So yeah, the Guinness was crazy. The Weihenstephaner was amazing. And it tasted like bananas, much to your chagrin. And then Chimay, are you freaking kidding me?
Over the top, really. I mean,
good God, I was not. We talked about this after the show. I was not prepared for how freaking complex and delicious that was, and both of us have had it before.
Right, and I just feel so pedestrian.
It's like I couldn't find the words. Right. I felt so stupid. I'm trying to find. It's good. It's delicious.
It's unbelievable.
It tastes like stuff that's yummy.
Yeah. I mean,
everything that I said felt like I was just not doing it justice.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, you taste that, whatever, Corbel or whatever the champagne they have at New Year's, or and then you go to a Dom Perignon, or it's hard to explain.
Oh, it's like exponentially better, and that's how Chimay is. It's like you drink all this beer, and then you try a Chimay, and you're like, oh my God, what just happened to me?
I just have a stuttering problem all of a sudden. It's like, how do you explain that? What? It's so good.
Man, that was.
Yeah.
We live in an incredible time. We really do.
Absolutely.
So we've got legendary beers like this.
Hold on. And in an incredible country.
We do.
Okay, so both of us have traveled to countries where the beer selection is not as prolific as it is in the United States.
So I don't think I've ever said this on the show, but I've been to over 60 countries.
Wow.
I am a world traveler.
Amen, brother.
And, that's all for work. But of course, everywhere I go, I check out the beer scene.
Yeah.
Right? And you're right, man. We have beer selection and a beer culture in the U.S. that is unmatched.
Right.
So we've got access to legends like this. Europe, there's so much history in Europe, and there are some amazing beers that come out of Europe.
Right.
But we have microbrews in the U.S.
The Europeans are set in their ways. Like, I mean, they have their...
And I'm glad they are.
Exactly. They have
Preserve it.
Exactly. They have the most magnificent traditions
Mm-hmm.
and cultural attachment to their specific or
Monks.
their unique...
Monks.
I know, unique breweries to all the different regions, and it's wonderful, you know. But there is, I mean, they can't touch the what's the word? The
Stuff.
the amazing variety of microbrews that we have in the U.S. I mean, they can't even come close. So
They can't. And what? It's crazy. We really do have excellent microbrews in the U.S. We have a great beer culture. We're blessed to live in the world we live in.
Totally, yeah.
We really are.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to Kroger and you can buy a Budweiser if that's what you want.
Yeah.
And by the way, we talk about craft beer and stuff all the time. Budweiser, if this summer, they brewed a beer called Freedom Select for Folds of Honor.
Okay.
You remember that?
I think I had it.
It was really good. It's not a craft beer. It's not a legendary European beer.
Right.
But Folds of Honor is an incredible charity.
True.
And there's a video out there of the brewers that did that Freedom Select,
Really?
where they actually brought in recipients from Folds of Honor. If you watch that video and you don't cry, you're not
don't
human.
get me started on the Budweiser commercials.
No.
Because they'll make you cry. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
Budweiser's legendary for these
They really are.
tear-jerking commercials.
And look, I'm
Rip
saying
your
that
heart
because I've got a spot in my heart for traditional American beers. I love Budweiser for their history. And that Freedom Select beer was actually really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Way better than,
We love beer.
Budweiser. Yeah, true.
And
I don't care what it is.
But you've got stuff like that, and then you've got these craft beers that have just exploded in this country. You've got legendary global beers like these beers from Europe we tried today.
Yep.
Wow, that's a good life.
I know.
I mean,
you can't. Yeah. I mean, the founding fathers and the all these.
Speaking of fathers, our dads, you know what they
yeah.
could drink? They could drink Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I know. They got Schlitz, Budweiser,
Shells.
Yeah. I mean,
they didn't have a whole lot of selection. We get to go into the store today.
Miller High Life.
I mean, if you just go into Kroger.
You don't even have to go into Kroger anymore. It's like these little gas stations on the side of the road.
You're right.
They have all kinds of craft brew beers. I mean, this ghetto gas station down a couple of miles from me.
What are you doing in the ghetto, dude?
No, I'm not in the ghetto, but you go a couple miles and then there's a few miles further down the road. There's a craft brew brewery, and they go around to all the gas stations. They market their brew, and the gas station carries it, and it's fantastic. So
I was
you
at a
don't find that.
You know what's crazy? You're saying that. I was at a gas station a few months ago, and they had Red Hook in there.
Yeah.
And Red Hook is I don't want to call them a microbrew because they've got
they're
pretty
a little bigger.
Yeah, they've got national distribution, but I've actually been there. They're based out of they're right outside of Seattle.
Okay.
Really, really cool
Nice.
brewery. I mean, beautiful scenery. You go outside and you can see like Mount Rainier,
I love
this
to go to
massive
Seattle. Yeah.
snow-capped mountain, even in the middle of summer.
Right.
Freaking gorgeous. In a gas station, they had Red Hook, and I'm like, maybe a
Nice.
6-pack.
Get me through. Yeah. Seattle's pretty cool. I really, just everything I've read about it and watched about it, it's I'd like to go there someday.
It's crazy. We decided to do this after-show recording because we knew we were doing some amazing beers this week.
Right. And there was so much of it we had to keep drinking.
Like after it was over, we both looked at each other like, what the hell just happened? That was so good.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I've just...
Yeah. I mean, I think we were going pretty good until we had the Chimay, and then it's like somebody hit me with like a 4x4 in the side of the head.
I it's like as soon as the flavor hit my palate, I was like, okay, I don't know how to finish the show.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's wow. I'm still.
Look.
Okay.
That's
go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, what an amazing time we live in. What an amazing country. We've got real freedom. We've got breweries all 50 states breweries.
Yeah.
Incredible beer, imported beer.
Yeah.
This
is the gold. I mean, it was a few years ago where they said we were in the golden age of craft brewing, and
it just keeps getting better, doesn't it?
Exactly, they were wrong. It just keeps getting better, and gosh, we're in for an exciting time because it's getting better and better year over year.
It is.
I'm tingling with anticipation.
What do we do next week? What do we do the week after? I mean, it's funny because I've thought about this. Like, we're doing a different theme and different beers every week.
Right.
And I've thought, like, when do we run out of ideas? We
don't think it's going to
happen.
We
don't. There's so much.
Are you kidding me? How many thousands of beers are out there? And
lots.
We need to review every single one, and we're going to do it for you folks.
Yes. So we are going to sacrifice our bellies for you,
right,
our listeners.
Right. Bellies?
Yes, they're going to...
Taste buds? It doesn't matter what it takes.
Yeah, it's just, Well, here it is. Cheers.
Cheers. Last sip.
Prost.
Prost.
Here's to Europe. Here's to beer. And here's to the future of Beer and Business Podcast.
Amen, brother.